Welcome to episode 4 of Road to All Quests on Runescape Classic, and at the end of the last video I dropped a hint that what we'll be doing at the start of episode 4 makes my wrists hurt, and you probably guessed it, we will be picking up flags. Actually, I'm done with it. If we check the bank over here, I should have a little bit over 3,000 flags picked up, which definitely was not pleasant at all. I got a little bit over that because I was never good at precise calculations, especially because I also plan to use some of those gems to make jewelry. So I would just like to have a little cushion of safety with the flags. And we will be spinning them in Falador, because that's the closest spinning wheel to the bank. And we will finish with some bowstrings. Probably I'll try to sell them. I don't know if there will be any buyers, but bowstrings are pretty useful, so maybe we can trade them for something cool. And each flax is 15 XP in crafting if you string it into a bowstring, and that's generally considered the best crafting method in RuneScape Classic. Had to change resolution for this clip, so I hope it looks alright, but if you see my character is cut in half, this is what it looks like when you zoom into full on a small Runescape Classic client, and that's how you do efficient crafting with bowstrings. You can just spam your flags on a spinning wheel like so, and as you can see we're approaching 46 crafting, which is also important because that level was the one we needed to hit 900 total, and I definitely need a break from crafting, so I think I'm gonna go and do some giants for a change. For most of my playing time here, I've been actively killing chaos druids or other monsters on my alt that you can see on the screen, but I've been more and more interested in continuing my progress on the hardcore, on old school, and also playing on 4 accounts. Sometimes it's too much, so I think I will be retiring the alt for now, and I will be transferring all the runes and all the herbs and secondaries I've gathered on it to my main, so we can see how many runes I've managed to gather, and also I'll start transferring herbs very slowly. I finished doing what felt like 100+ trades, and the bank's looking pretty sexy right now when concerned with Herblor's supplies. Herblaw, rather. It's still not enough for 50, and I still need to gather some secondaries, but you all might be thinking, isn't the series about doing quests and I only have one Herblaw level to get, and pretty much doing Jungle Potion or any other Herblaw rewarding quest would get me there? Yeah, but then again, training Herblaw in Classic is such a prestigious thing. I just love to do it, and seeing those specific levels go up makes it's like uncomparable. As I said, extreme prestige with this single skill, so I've always enjoyed training it, and I wanted to do the Herblaw rewarding quests after 50, so small side goal is 50 Herblaw before Jungle Potion, Dig Site, and other quests that can reward Herblaw XP. I had a good couple of days AFKing giants for Limpwood roots and some prayer XP, but it's time to go questing, and we are doing the Dwarf Cannon quest right now, and we got the 6 railings, and on the wiki it says that if we drop all them without fixing the fence, we can still talk to the dwarf commander and the quest will progress, so let's see if that's true. Apparently it does not work. Let's talk to the dwarven commander to turn in the items from the engineer near Falador, and let's complete the dwarf cannon quest. We should get a little bit of crafting XP from this, which would be an actually useful reward, so I don't have to make all these flags. But again, one more quest completed. After this pretty long dialogue, yes, 2.5k crafting, 1 quest points. Dwarf Cannon quest completed. Let's just go ahead and do a sheep herder, and thankfully in Classic it's a really easy quest. You just use the cattle prod on a sheep and it teleports forward a bit, and then you just have to chase it and use the cattle prod on it, and it's not even close to how annoying it is on old school RuneScape. I don't know how hard it is on RuneScape 3, but in Classic it's a very, very easy quest. As you can see, my character has some pathing problems, but that's not an issue because the sheep will get stuck on those tree stumps over here. We can just prod it, and it will go over here. Prod it again, and it's in the enclosure already, so we can use our animal feed on it. And collect the remains. And quest completed. 49 crafting has been achieved, so for now I decided to speed up my grind to 50. I will be cutting gems, and what you do is you fill out your inventory first, 4 slots with whatever trash items you don't care about, then you put a chisel, and then you withdraw your uncut gems so you can very easily cut them like so. And if I do this in a Falador bank, the same place I did my flax, I can, if needed, do the walk south to near the spinning wheel, and there's a bed there, so I can easily just sleep, and it's several times faster than using a sleeping bag. One more requirement knocked out. Here's 50 crafting. Using those gems definitely sped it up. And since I can't seem to look into the future further than like 2 seconds away, we will now be doing the Observatory Quest, which awards crafting experience. Small interesting tidbit is that near the observatory there is a cure poison potion, just like in old school, although in old school it's a super anti-poison, but I don't think these are a thing in Classic. That's why you get 1 dose of the cure poison potion. And the guide advised to bring your own. God damn it, if I knew I would just have used this one. So I just happened to finish the observatory quest, and I think the quest bugged out. I looked into the telescope and I saw the Aries constellation, but when I talked to the professor, I did not get the quest completion or my attack XP, which is the reward for this quest. And then he had me look into the telescope again, and I didn't see any constellation at all. It was just a weird amount of dots that didn't amount to any constellation that is available, at least according to the wiki. And then I asked him, what am I looking at? And he said that the constellation you're looking at is... And then it was blank, and then the quest finished. So I'm pretty sure it must have been a weird bug, but at least we got a little bit of crafting XP and our quest is completed. Here's the green observatory quest. And Witch's House completed. Very easy quest, some hits XP and 4 quest points. That's a lot. Let's strike a chat with Gertrude, one of the 2 Gertrudes here, and tell her that her cat should be back home, and we will be getting some cooking XP, which will be fantastic because we'll still need a little bit of cooking, and by a little bit I actually mean a lot of cooking done. We will get a chocolate cake, some stew, and we will get a kitten that we can grow in this game as well. They actually grow to adults faster than in old school. In old school it takes 3 hours, but in Classic it only takes 2 hours to grow a cat. And they also need to be fed occasionally or be played with a ball of wool. But the reward for growing a cat is different. In old school you get given 100 death runes if you don't have the diary done, and then it goes up to 200, I believe. But in Classic you only get 25, but death runes are so hard to come by, but so useful for higher level quests that I will be debating actually growing a couple cats just to get the runes. And that will conclude this episode of our Road to All quests. I have some raw tuna here for my kitten, and we will be growing this one while completing some quests at the start of the next episode. I think one that I would like to get out of the way is Scorpion Catcher, and while completing it we also obtain the Dusty Key that will speed up doing Heroes quests in the future. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider dropping a comment, a like, or a subscribe, because that is the only way I will be able to show my content to more people. And thank you for watching. Goodbye. I hope to see you in the next one.